I've been through a whole lot, but I still love it. Sacrifices I have made, but I still love it. Everybody wanna change, yeah, but I still love it.
G'day guys, this is Con from Tough Streeters. Today we're going to run through our latest giveaway, which is this VR Club Sport sitting behind me. If you like it, click the link below if you can get a chance to win it. The clubby is Alaskan White VR Club Sport. As you can see, it's immaculate. The previous owner actually had his hands on a previous VS GTS, which you would have seen in our last vlog. If you haven't, jump on that. But yeah, he goes through what he's done to the car in its lifetime. And as you can see, he's got the VS GTS rear spoiler. It's got the tri-spoke 20-inch version of the VS Club Sport wheels. He's got VS GTS brakes. We've added our spicy touch to it and put the 3-inch reverse cowl on it, which gives it that little bit more of a tough streeter look. As far as suspension goes on the clubby, it's got your standard, well not standard, but it's got your king springs all around. The rears, like you saw in the video, they're a compressed spring, but we have king springs to go with the car. But the previous owner has put a K-Sport camber kit in the front. They only made 1,117 of these, and this is number 404, so it's a genuine clubby. The only sort of thing that is different from the clubby is it's got the GTS extras. It's got upgraded sway bars, and yeah, the car handles like a dream. The VS GTS spoiler, which for me makes the car. And then when we go inside the car, you'll see how all this VS GTS stuff ties together. So I'll take you around, we'll do a quick engine bay look, and then I'll give you a sneak peek of the trim. So these clubbies, from memory, the factory 5 litre came out with about 8.5 to 1 compression. This engine's been built before. It's got 10 to 1 compression. It's got flat top pistons. It's got a custom, it's got an Edelbrock air gap manifold. And it's got the Holley Sniper EFI, which the previous owner has mentioned is his favourite mod that he's done to this car. And I agree with him totally. Like, a lot of people question why you'd put an injected system on an injected car. It was already injected, but with the Holley EFI system, the Sniper, it allows you to run a dual plane manifold and a carby style setup, but also have the benefits of having electronic fuel injection. And I'll show you later on when we get in the car, but with the Holley EFI, you can basically tune the car with the EFI system with a handheld device in the vehicle. So it gives you that capability of being able to add extra mods to the engine, or if you change the camshaft, or if you add nitrous or a turbo. The Sniper EFI allows you to adjust everything you need. It gives you calibration mode, which you can basically put in your presets, and allows you to tune the car and have instantaneous, basically, tuning. So you can have the reliability of EFI, have the best fuel consumption, and maximize the power. So that's the beauty about this thing, and for me, that's a selling point for the car. So yeah, so the engine's pretty stout, it's quite torquey. It makes around the 400 horsepower mark, which, mate, for a cruiser, it's plenty of power. It wants to light up the tyres when you take off and first, so it's pretty torquey. So as for the exhaust, it's got pacemaker extractors, 2.5-inch exhaust, 2.5-inch cat back. We've removed the rear muffler and the cats. They were 100-cell cats, but we just removed them, just gave it a little bit more note. And it still sounds tough, still sounds like a 5 litre, which is, for me, had one of the best notes. And yeah, so it really is a package as far as performance goes, especially out of a 5 litre. I mean, a lot of the newer engines have a lot more power, but this is the ultimate 5 litre for a tough streeter. That's the engine. Beauty about it is he hasn't just done the engine, it's got a built automatic transmission. It's got a mod list in the auto about this long, I can go through. So yeah, with the auto, it's got a 3000 RPM stall converter. It's got blueprinted oil pump, hardened high rev ring kit, new reverse input drum, wide carbonate band, Borg-Warner clutches, B&M high capacity oil pan, 3 to 4 clutch, reinforced input drum, molded steel pistons, billet accumulators, billet second and 4 super hold servo pistons, and Transgo HD 2 shift reprogramming kit. So The auto has all the gear to support the mods in the engine, and it's got a 3.7 HSV LSD diff to put down the power to the back wheels. So yeah, it's really the package as far as running gear goes and as far as the car goes. So yeah, I love this thing, and I'm pretty sure a lot of yous have jumped on it already for a giveaway. So we hope you guys like it as well. I'll go fire it up. As you can see, it's got quite a lumpy cam in it. It sounds perfect. It's probably not too loud for the street, but it's loud enough, so let people know you're around. But yeah, it's the ultimate street car, I think. 400 horsepower in a 5 litre. Drive it around, cruise it, it's reliable. You wouldn't want much more in a cruiser, so that's pretty much a rundown on the running gear. I'll switch it off because it's getting pretty loud, and we'll go through the interior. Alrighty guys, so you may have already seen this with our giveaway videos, but it has got VS GTS trim all round. So like I said, previous owner got his hands on a wrecked VS GTS, and it's pretty much got every added upgrade that a clubby is missing that a GTS has. So yeah, it's got the Devonish seats, which are not just awesome looking, they are comfy as, and they're in awesome condition. Can't really fault the trim. It's got that 90s retro pattern in it, which I love. My first car was a VR, so I've got to say I feel pretty comfortable in this thing. I never had the comfort of these seats, but yeah, the trim speaks for itself. It's all pretty much factory other than the Alpine stereo. It's got the Sniper EFI, which is just hidden, well, it's sort of hidden, but in front of you, nice and neat, looks factory, which is your handheld device. That's what I was talking about earlier. So the Sniper EFI is your handheld device, but it's also got a display, so it shows you your air fuel ratios. It shows you a tacho on it. It can control your fans, you can control your air conditioning if you've got other vehicles that can't run it with the factory ECU. But it's faultless. I can't really sort of say enough about this thing. It's got basically everything you'd want even for those that don't have a lot of idea about tuning and cars. I mean, it's easier than setting up a carburetor, and you have a lot more reliability. You don't have to, play with jets. You don't have to try to get your cruise mixtures right. Wide open throttle. You don't have that risk of leaning the engine out and hurting it. So yeah, for me, this is the ultimate mod. Like I said, factory. These came out factory injected, but you do mods like engine mods to these. These didn't really have capabilities of tuning like the LSs do, where you can just plug in a laptop and, run your tuning program softwares and get them tuned. And the capabilities of them were limited. So the Sniper EFI gives you that broad range of capability to add whatever you want, and modify it. So this is it, guys. It's got the HSV steering wheel. I think that's out of the GTS as well. This is what I love in a tough streeter. I love a tough looking car, but I also love factory finishes too. So these don't really need custom interiors, especially when you got GTS trim, and like nothing better than having a factory looking car with a few sneaky tough streeter mods. So there you have it, guys. This is Tough Streeter's first HSV giveaway, our 94 VR Club Sport. I personally love the car. I'm a little bit Holden sided over the Fords. Yeah, in saying that, I do love all tough streeters, but this one in particular is one of my personal favorites. So if you like it, click on the link in the description. But yeah, there you have it, guys. That's a walk around of our clubby. Make sure you jump on our YouTube channel and subscribe. Thanks for watching.